Welcome back to Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. This week, your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris WithaD, sit down with Jack and Joe Studiale of Tropical Acres Steakhouse in Fort Lauderdale.
But I have a question, and I know Doris has all her questions.
No, I have one more.
But I have
just one more. But
well, let me hit my curveball.
Wait, no.
It's a curveball. It's not red. I always ask, especially the chef or the people in the kitchen, what's your go-to, like snack food, or like when I was a chef, I always had to have peanut butter and jelly on the line. Okay. For me, we've had chefs that say hot dogs, pizza. Is there something that you grab? I think you said prime rib.
Well, yeah, but that's an item that the staff doesn't have a luxury with. You know, there's certain foods they can eat, certain foods they can't. I mean, it's a planned menu for the staff.
But what would you grab?
I'd eat the prime rib, but I'm the owner. I don't know too many people that can do that.
That's your comfort.
But most of the time, every time I sit down with the staff, I eat what they're eating.
Right.
Whether it's lasagna,
right,
or he had stir-fried chicken the other day. You know, whatever they're eating, we all eat. Right. But you all eat the same thing. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know, a go-to thing.
If that's a quick snack, I would say our cream spinach.
Okay, cream spinach. Yeah, because when you're busy, you can't stop. So that's what I said. I had the pantry guy make me like 3 peanut butter and jellies, and I'd have them in the low point. And I'd just boom, because you can't stop.
That's not a bad idea. Peanut butter and jelly. I love peanut butter and jelly.
But and then somebody else had the pizza. One guy said he had pizza, and you keep it on the line, just grab the pizza.
I have an energy bar.
Yep.
A protein bar.
It's just because
a lot of times we don't get time to eat.
Well, no, and the fact is, you see this, like you see the steak all day, every day. I always go back to, I worked in a banquet hall. We had surf and turf. So for years, I hated filet mignon and lobster tails because I ate that I used to make sandwiches out of it.
Wow.
Because every night.
You had some privileges.
But then it's like, you don't want it anymore. And people are like, you don't want, I'm like, no. Done with this.
They get their fingers cut off if they had lobster steak.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, the secret was, and you have banquets here, we used to cut the lobster tail from the bottom, and there was like an inch left in the tail. So I plucked that inch out all night and put it in a cup of butter.
Yeah.
He works for it.
And then
he did.
And I'd have a fork and just But that's, but then I didn't like lobster anymore.
Sure.
It was just
overdone.
Overdone.
Doris, you had something?
What's your most popular dish?
Probably the fillets.
Yeah. The fillets are most popular.
I think so. I think the filet mignons are.
Is the name?
I mean, we have 3 different sizes. We have the petite, the 6 ounce, the 8 ounce, and the 10 ounce. They all come from the tenderloin.
Right.
The petite is kind of the ends. There might be a crease in it. It's not a full barrel cut where it tapers off.
Right. And
then the 8 and the 10, the 10 is the center cut. And that's the big barrel cut, 3.5, 4 inches high, nice round. And we use nothing but certified Angus beef, for short CAB, but a lot of people don't know what's CAB. CAB, Certified Angus Beef. It's a program that we've been a part of for many, many years. We're confident using it because there's never any question about what we get quality-wise. Proday, not today, but forever. I mean, you could buy things and you're not sure what you're getting. Well, this is a program that is a not-for-profit, but it regulates. It has a relationship with the inspections,
right,
and it makes sure everything actually follows the description. There's 11 characteristics that the steer has to meet to qualify it as certified Angus beef. The size, the color, the uniformity, the marbling, the size of the hump. There's the characteristics are. It is a lot, and just because of that, I mean, and we used to use some certified Angus beef and some not. But we've gotten to use all certified Angus beef. This is never a question.
Never a question. Sure, the quality is a quality.
So the fillets, and we use the 3 different sizes. So fillets, to answer your question, is the most popular dish that we serve.
A lot of guests are combining that with their lobster tails.
Yeah,
And it's a surf and turf.
Yeah, I think we did.
8-ounce one
Yeah.
rather than the
Yeah.
smaller one.
You-
Would it be more tender?
No, it's just going to be 2 ounces more.
Oh,
The fillet, they're pretty much all the same. I mean, yeah, the barrel cut, the center is going to be a little more tender than the end that's tapered off. But it's got to be used.
Right.
So you use the 6s, and then you can go to 8 or 10. And it depends on your appetite.
I was gonna
8-ounce
ask
fillet,
it's
and
more than
how many
Yeah.
tails do you get on a surf and turf?
Two.
Two.
4
2 4-ounce tails. That's a meal.
Yeah.
If you're having a salad,
Yeah, we
then you have a
decided.
potato.
We had the big. What's the big one for 2? The steak for 2.
Steak for 2. The
Two
double.
lobster tails for 2.
Yes.
Oh man,
That's her family style.
Now that's-
We did that.
Yeah,
that's a good appetite.
Yeah, we did that.
The double, we call it the New York strip for 2, and
Right, the New York strip for 2.
it's 24 ounce, 24 to 20.
And the waitress suggested
Yes.
the tails. She said there are companies that we said, yeah, give it to us.
Yeah, a couple of tails will be another $30, and then
Now you know about all the southern.
But also, now you have one of my favorite dishes of all time here. Is I love the marsala with the shrimp and
Shrimp and
the.
turf marsala.
I love that.
That's fantastic.
And the funny story is, when I was a chef, one day I was bored, and I made shrimp marsala. And somebody said, "Oh, you're crazy! You know, what is that? No one's ever heard of that." Blah blah blah. And then I saw it on the menu here. I got it, and every time we come with a group, I always someone's got to get that.
It's something so different, but me and Jack love it. And I know
That's how it
try
ended up.
One time, you will.
Delicious.
It's delicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's how it ended up. Our chef, you remember Peter
Peter, Colombo.
Peter, we had an excess of tails of this filet tenderloin ends.
Right.
So he said, well, let me run a special. So he said, well, I don't know how he got the shrimp and turf marsala. So we used the filet tails, sliced them, sauteed them with shrimps, the scampi shrimp,
Right.
with a brown sauce, marsala, mushrooms,
Tomatoes.
seasoning,
Yeah.
some tomatoes, and put it over linguine. And man, we ran it as a special. It was a hit. A month later, we ran it as a special again. It wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And so we ended up,
Put it on the menu.
it ended up on the menu, and it's still a great item. Unusual, as you mentioned,
Unusual, but delicious.
Yeah.
but very good.
Try it. It's
I mean, you have the turf, you have the surf,
Yeah.
you have the marsala, the mushrooms. It's just
Flavors.
delicious. And you got pasta. What could be wrong with that dish?
No, it's got a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of that and everything that you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Love it.
now, is there a dish that, I guess you're in the kitchen more? So is there a dish that you think that doesn't sell enough of, or if somebody had it, they'd order this more? Like, you know, 'cause a lot of restaurants have, say, the lasagna or whatever, and they're like, wow, people had this, but nobody ever orders it. You know, so is there something you think, or you wish that they would
A lot of
order?
our items, I mean, our menu is pretty, I want to say right on, because, you know, all those items, they're all very
good.
popular. But I would say the shrimp and turf, I mean, we sell a lot of it, but it's, you know, some people don't know about it.
Right.
And it's because
You know, there's items
shy
that
away.
they don't sell. I mean, if we can't fix them to sell or adjust them, we'll take them off.
Yeah.
We run a menu mix, and if there's items, you know what didn't go was that it was a ravioli, a sausage, a vegan
Yeah,
sausage.
the Beyond sausage.
Yeah, we couldn't
Peppers,
sell that.
yeah.
I mean, but it is a certain clientele.
Right.
The frog legs, as good as the frog legs were, I was only selling 10 or 12 a month. That's not worth having it on the menu.
Yeah.
And fried scallops. Fried scallops are delicious. But, you know, you can get to a point, you can keep, our menu used to have 48 items on it. And it became, on a slow night, it's not a problem. On a busy night, it encumbers the
it's
kitchen
heavy,
with
yeah.
too many items. You know, I don't know how Lester's, and I don't know how these diners
Yeah.
do it.
It's
You
healthy.
know, they got 200 items on the menu.
Yeah.
But you know, there has to be a semblance of order.
Yeah.
And you can't just keep, I don't want to say dumping or delegate. It's done. If you do it carelessly, if you delegate carelessly, it's dumping.
Yeah.
You can't dump things where they have too much going on, too many ingredients. And I'm trying to think of 5 or 6 other items that we took off. Is the Gorgonzola toast back on?
Yep.
Yeah. I took it off.
By demand.
Yeah, I took it off because I don't know why. It's a low food cost, but we had so many comments from the customer, fried mushrooms.
Right.
And the customers just roared. So we put it back on. And it's not a problem.
I love how you pay attention to it.
Bruschettas. Oh,
That bread just runs right through
Yeah.
out.
trying to get rid of just certain items to simplify it. Our Italian seafood pasta, the
Yeah.
Italian seafood special.
That's a great
We
item.
removed it, and we got such feedback from guests. Why did you remove it? I love it. I love it. And
There you
we put it back on.
We have a Spanish restaurant
go.
in Fort Lauderdale, Spanish restaurant. He sells lasagna
Really?
because he had a bunch of ground beef
not
left.
Joey
He
not
made
Cafe
it.
Seville.
He made the lasagna.
No.
He put it as a special,
Yeah.
and people loved it. So
Yeah.
he put it on the menu. He said, "Let me just see what it does." So when he took it off, he said, "I think 3 times he tried to take it off.
Yeah.
He can't."
Well, that's
take it off.
Get
good.
off.
But it's a
It's
Spanish.
That's all right.
I've had this lasagna. Absolutely amazing lasagna.
Oh yeah.
It's made in the tradition.
Yeah.
And
That's
when
good.
people have it, they realize it, and they're like, "Wait a minute, I can get this."
That's not
lasagna
Cafe
here,
Seville, is
even
it?
though it's a Spanish.
No,
Cafe
no, it's not Joe. No.
Okay.
No, not
No.
No, I haven't seen that on his menu.
No. No.
He runs a good show, but he's there every day.
He's there every day, and he takes phone reservations.
He does.
Phone.
There's a lot of similarities, and you know, and again, we don't want to be bashing corporate,
No.
but that's corporate. You know what? They're only there for one reason.
Yeah.
They're not there to give that customer walking through the door an experience.
No.
They want that customer to come back so they can make more money.
Mhm.
There's a difference between the independents that knock themselves out, take everything personally,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the corporate that is just concerned with the bottom line. And you see them closing all the time.
It's not even a full bottom line. See, we've had this in one of our earlier interviews, and I said, when I was coming up, I was afraid that corporate would wipe out mom and pops. And as I came through the system and been in the business now over 40 years almost, I said, I see the difference. And not that you want to lose money, but you can lose money a week. You could lose money at 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But if you were corporate, you'd both be fired. And you said about the places closing. Some places close because they don't make corporate thinks they don't make enough money. You think, wait, you're profitable and you're being closed? Yeah, we don't make enough money. And I was with a company that I remember they expected 2% growth every year, and they had the book with the weeks in.
Yeah.
So this week we need 2% more than from last year. I'm like, okay, but this is up in New Jersey. There's a snowstorm out there.
Yeah.
Corporate doesn't care.
No.
You know what they say? Figure it out.
Yeah.
Or next week you better make it up.
It's crazy
So,
business.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's good being an independent. We can't buy. We don't have advantages that they have because of their size.
Right.
We don't have advantages purchasing insurance or securing insurance.
Right.
They do. But they've got a lot of people in the ivory tower getting rich.
Yeah.
Nobody here is getting rich.
No, but
We don't have new cars or Maseratis.
No, but you guys want customers to come.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Where, like you just said,
In fact, I think I need a new car. My car is like 14 years old. My Jeep.
It might be time.
No, but like I said, corporate, it
almost
kills me when I see
100,000.
that. Like, again, they didn't make enough money. They closed. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, places are busy. You see it busy, and it's like they're out of business. And like,
Yeah.
so.
I just have one more question.
Sure.
How did you find your way into the hospitality industry? Like that day when you woke up and you said to yourself, "I'm doing this."
Yeah. I tell
I
you.
know that's digging deep.
No, it's not. So I'm at school.
Okay.
I've got another major. I'm not in the hotel restaurant program. I've got another major. And Professor, it's architecture. Professor Applebaum, Christy. Oh, she's going inside. Professor Applebaum. We have a conference class and there's like 100 students in it. And he's telling us, we're all architecture majors. He starts telling us, well, there's 10% of you are going to be draftsmen. 20% of you are going to drop out. 10% of you are going to maybe make a little bit of money. About 5% of you are going to make the money that you think you should make. And I said, holy crap, I'm not in that 5%. I changed my major. And that was junior year in college. And I changed my major. And my father, now I worked here as at high school. And I was bussing tables. My brother and I were cutting grass. We worked in the kitchen, washing pots. And he'd grab us. And we would leave the house before we knew when he was going to bring us to work. And my brother and I would leave the house. We didn't have anywhere to go, but we weren't there when he was leaving for work on Saturday, so he could grab us and bring us here, because we didn't want to be here. I mean, it's Saturday, 3 o'clock. We could be doing something else. So anyway, so we worked here throughout our adolescence and then through high school. And then we went away to school. And I wasn't so inclined to be in the restaurant business, but I started to see the light when what I wanted to do might not be. I had this opportunity, and I tell you, fortunately, once I got here, I had no regrets at all. I had already done a lot of I was one of the cooks, and I did things. I did back of the house stuff, and when I got here, it was all enjoyable. I did not regret a moment I spent here. And then Joe came in, but you went to FIU?
Yep.
FAU?
Yeah.
FIU.
Mm-hmm.
So he took the hospitality program. Okay. And I changed my major my senior year to take up hospitality classes. So anyhow, we ended up changing in college.
You want to tell him background? I went to college.
You got to tell your story because it's so similar.
I went to be an architect.
Oh,
I went to be an architect, and they took me to a drawing class, drawing 101, and I didn't know how to draw. And the teacher made an example of me of what not to do.
Oh, man.
Daily.
This was at the college level?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And
gosh, I had already had 10 or 5 or 6 drawing classes.
But I was already working in restaurants since I was like 14.
Yeah.
My mother, like I said, she used to bring me here too. And her thing was she wanted me to be in the restaurant business. And she said, so I would never be hungry.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was there, and I was in college to be an architect. And my friend wanted to go to the library for something. And I wasn't into the library. So I stood by the front, and a young lady comes over with a clipboard and says, can you sign this? And I'm like, what is it? She goes, well, we're doing a college fair, and I need X amount of people before I can leave. I'm like, well, what's your college? And she said, Culinary Arts Institute. It's in Jersey City. And I'm like, well, tell me about it. So she told me about it, made an appointment, went in, sat with the dean, made it into the thing, and I was and the rest was history. And
so we both have this as our fallback.
Well, you know what was my head? It was like you said, you would come here and cut the grass and do it. So when it came to me, I'm sitting there going like, what have I done all my life so far?
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
And in fact, my entire life, I've only had one job, not in the kitchen. I was a security guard.
Yeah.
And that was like 6 months.
Yeah.
That was it. And that was a shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy said, you're on break now. I said, okay, what do I do? He goes, well, you can go to the break room. I said, okay. I go to the break room. I said, I'm hungry. He said, they got a cafeteria. So I'm like, okay, I go to the cafeteria. The week that I worked, I spent more money in the cafeteria than I did in my place.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to go back to the kitchen because this is not working out.
That was right.
Yeah, so this isn't working out.
That's ironic. We both had that similar
Exactly. You
experience.
said architect. I'm sitting there going like,
wow.
Yeah.
Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that's how we ended up here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's worked out. It's been good for us. It's been good for our families. And we hope and pray that it was good. It's as good for all the staff that have come through here
And all the
for
families
years and years.
All the families have been through here.
And, yeah.
the energy here is amazing.
Yep.
Well, we like
It's the love
to
put
think
into it.
we like to think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's all about the love and it's all about the caring.
Yeah.
and the generosity.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
And professionalism.
Wow.
Well, thanks. Don't make us look too good.
No, I think you did that for
Yeah,
yourself.
no, humility is important.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
we
it.
know you are.
Thank
And thank you. Like I said, thank you so much for
Well,
being here.
Anything you guys want to add?
Well, if you haven't been, come see us.
Come, there you go. Come check out the butcher shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely. You
Perfect.
can find meat from anywhere else anymore. Thank you
Any
very
more.
much. It is said.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
you really, you gave us
The
so much
boss spoke.
instruction.
The
And
boss
so much
spoke. That's
information
it.
that we didn't know.
Yeah.
And it's good to have information, an informed customer.
Yep.
Good.
They keep coming back.
Yeah.
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 Well, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And so, as always, enjoy, and we'll see you here. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris WithaD. Thank you all for watching this delicious episode of Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. Join us next week for more culinary adventures. This show's a proud production of SoFloDining. Head over to SoFloDining.com to subscribe for free to our online magazine, packed with awesome features, discounts, and South Florida dining tips. SoFloDining is your go-to guide for all things tasty in the Sunshine State. See you soon!